The moment you see it roll into the light, the 2026 Grand Cherokee doesn't just arrive, it declares itself. There's this quiet confidence in the way the new body lines catch the sun, sharper and more athletic than before, yet unmistakably Grand Cherokee at its core. It's the kind of presence that makes you pause for a second, wondering what kind of story this thing is about to tell once you're behind the wheel. Walk around it and the details start speaking. The grille sits slightly lower and wider, framed by slimmer LED signatures that almost look like they're watching you back. The profile feels tighter, more sculpted, the kind of design that doesn't shout but commands attention anyway. Even the stance feels different, more grounded, more purposeful, like it's always ready to leave the pavement behind. Open the door and the atmosphere changes. The cabin leans heavily into refinement this year, with materials that feel genuinely upscale and tech that blends in instead of begging for attention. The digital cluster is crisp and fluid, the touchscreen faster and cleaner, and the ambient lighting adds that subtle cinematic glow that makes even a nighttime grocery run feel like a scene from something bigger. Seats are supportive without being stiff, and the cabin insulation is noticeably improved, giving the whole interior a sense of calm confidence. But the real story of the 2026 Grand Cherokee lives under the hood. The updated powertrain has been tuned for smoother, more responsive acceleration. From a stop, it moves with a confident push, strong, steady, and more refined than last year's model. Mid-range power feels especially satisfying, making highway merges almost effortless. Despite the boost in performance, fuel efficiency sees incremental improvement thanks to the reworked engine mapping and a lighter chassis. On the road, the steering feels more natural, with better communication through corners and a suspension that quietly absorbs the world beneath you. It balances comfort and control so well that you forget how big the vehicle really is until you look in the mirror. Tech features round out the experience: an improved driver assistance suite, smarter adaptive cruise, cleaner lane centering logic, and a more intuitive infotainment system that finally feels like it's keeping up with the rest of the segment. Pricing is expected to start in the mid-$40,000s, scaling up with trims, but the performance, refinement, and presence you get make it feel well-positioned for what it offers. And as the engine settles into a quiet idle and you step back for one last look, the 2026 Grand Cherokee leaves that familiar spark, the sense that this is more than a refresh. It's a reminder of why we love seeing icons evolve. Stick around. The next machine waiting in line is about to make things even more interesting.